So now I have to follow Kendra. Just put me at the beginning there. So in 2001, I was visiting a school in New Haven, a very high-performing charter school called Amistad Academy, in preparation to open Team Academy. And the founder of the school took me to her alma mater, which was Yale Law School, and where one of her classmates was giving a speech. And she introduced me to him, and he also was selling me on the tremendous potential of the city of Newark. And this was Mayor Booker, known at the time as Councilman Booker, and he sold Newark hard, and was a big part of the reason that we eventually ended up starting a team here in Newark. He promised me in that meeting that he would be the mayor in a few months, and that he would become, and that as mayor he would help great schools not only survive but thrive and expand. And he lied, because it was a few years later that he became mayor. But he told the truth, because in 2006 he is the reason that the kids in this room have a school. We went to Mayor Booker and said, this building, or a building like this, would not be ready in time for our kids. So what can we do? How can you help us provide the space that our kids deserve? And so the mayor and his extremely hardworking staff arranged for us to co-occupy a building in a school district that he had no formal control of. And so because of Mayor Booker, our kids had a space to learn and grow for the last couple of years. Now, in addition to our kids, the mayor has been an extremely effective executive for our city. So over the past 3 years since he took office, the city of Newark has realized tremendous gains in a number of areas, including the following. After zeroing in on safety as the number one issue that he would tackle, both murders and shootings dropped by over 40%. In 2008, Newark had its lowest murder rate since 1959. Camera and gunshot detection systems have been installed citywide, and community-oriented programs such as Crime Stoppers and Gun Stoppers and anonymous tip lines have been set up, making our city safer. The mayor has even been known to personally patrol the streets until 4 a.m. with the security team in his first term, or early in his first term. Beyond safety, the mayor has attracted almost $100 million in philanthropy to our great city and created a number of public and private partnerships to support the city's needs. Investments in education led to the establishment of the Newark Charter School Fund, bringing leading national funders from across the country into Newark's education reform movement in partnership with local funders. Investments in our parks led to the largest park expansion initiative in over a century, with $40 million will transform 21 Newark parks. And investments in the Newark Police Foundation led to ready access to increased resources to support one of the most effective police forces in the country. Under Mayor Booker's leadership, the city of Newark remains full of promise and is earning remarkable wins and realizing its potential. We are incredibly grateful for the leadership of Mayor Booker, and it is with his support the team has grown from one campus as recently as 2005 to the 4 campuses we have today. With his continued support, together we will ensure that all children in Newark have the access to the high-quality education that they fully deserve. So please welcome our great friend, Cory.
Good morning, everybody. I cannot tell you how excited I am to be here. There is a great man, a great philosopher, one of the pillars of one of the world's great faiths, who once said that if I am not for myself, then who will be for me? But if I am only for myself, then what am I? If not now, then when? And to me, that is a powerful statement about what is going on in these schools. Each individual one of these students has got to be for yourself. You've got to be about getting your job done, which is to achieve the highest levels imaginable of excellence. It is about you as an individual. But you also have to understand what's going on. There is, indeed, Shavar said, a revolution going on in the United States of America. And the front lines of the most important battle in our country right now is happening in Newark, New Jersey. The revolution that's going on is a revolution in education. And it goes to the very core of all that we say we are as a people. Each and every one of you in this room, every single day you go to school, you stand up and you give a chorus of conscience to our country. You say that we're one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, the truth of the matter is, when you pledge allegiance to the flag, you're saying words that aren't real, they're aspirational. We still are a nation that has not lived up to its highest and its boldest ideas. So what we need to do in this country is to remake this country in our own image. The perils of not doing so are great. Colin Powell, I've gotten to know over the years, once I asked him, what's the biggest threat to our democracy in the next 50 years? And without missing a beat, after he gave a speech about terrorism and the war in Iraq and nuclear proliferation, without missing a beat, he looked at me and he said, the biggest threat to our democracy in the next 50 years is our inability to educate all of our children at high levels. Well, here in Newark, New Jersey, we're saying very proudly and strongly, not with rhetoric, but with results, that there is a different way, that no more are excuses tolerated, that every single child is born with genius within inside of them, and if we give them the right environment and the right schools, they will manifest that genius. This institution, Team Academy, the KIPP schools in Newark, have created the beginnings of a revolution. It's the epicenter of an earthquake that's going on. And your success so far has enabled me as mayor to go out into the country and begin to try to work to bring more resources to our revolution. Your light, individually and collectively, what your light has done is attract more light and more energy. And I know that all the darkness in the world cannot withstand one bright candle. But you all are more than that. Your success has been a torch. Your success has been brilliance. Your success has been overwhelming. And so what I need from this school is to continue. Each of you has a responsibility to continue to achieve at individual levels of excellence and collectively to help this revolution to continue. Because I know in my heart, and we all know that people always tell you what you can't do, but I know in my heart over the next 5 to 7 years in the city of Newark, we're going to hit this powerful tipping point where the majority of our children are not in good schools, are not in great schools, but are in the best schools in the nation. And this is one of them. This must be one of them. And so I want to thank you all for your commitment. I cannot tell you how hardworking this room is. Not just the students, but I've seen what your staff and what your teachers do, because they recognize your beauty and they recognize your brilliance. And your obligation, as my mom told me when I was growing up, Cory, you drink deeply from wells of freedom and liberty that you did not dig. You eat lavishly from a banquet table prepared for you by your ancestors. You eat the fruit from trees that you did not cultivate or help grow. You, therefore, have a responsibility to continue in this tradition of sacrifice, of discipline, and struggle. You must rise as if on the wings of angels and inspire those around you to rise as well. That is your challenge. That is your mandate.